I'm going to record this, by the way. Um,
Oh, you're moving.
oh,
You're
good. The question I have is, do you think the benefits of this will outweigh the stress and challenge of um, approaching soloing?
Well, I don't know. And I've been wrestling with that myself, I mean, and that's why I said to you, if I don't learn to do that, then what else can't I do? That's why I asked, because in other words, if this is at the foundation of all these other things I want to learn, then it would be worth the torture if that's what the deal is. But if there's nothing there that I really am passionate about, then it's not. Now I could show you what I did, okay? And then
Hmm.
maybe you can, because that doesn't make me really that anxious. It will because of you, simply because I'm playing in front of somebody. But I
Yeah,
can
that's a
show you
great idea.
that, and then you could see
Yeah,
where.
let's do it.
Okay, so all right, what do I do? I never. Hold on one second here. Let's see if I can find the dark eyes. Um, Hold on one second. Now you're gonna have to tell me if this is coming through too loud for you, because I
I will.
can't.
I will. I will.
Okay, I'm putting this up in front of on the screen. I'm gonna do it really slow, okay?
You do whatever you need to do. I just want to hear you play. I haven't heard you
Right,
play.
that's what I want. Okay.
Yeah, in a few weeks.
Oh, sorry. Oh wait, I'm I can't do these ends. Oh shit. Anyway, okay, I've had enough already.
Ha. No, that's great. And it's exactly what I wanted you to be doing and to just start somewhere and find some comfort in that and then keep going. So I want you to think of um, these chords, they're like a little vehicle that you're in, and they have a certain um, kind of formula for what is going to work in the A seventh chord vehicle. And then we're getting into a D minor chord vehicle. And
Right. And
then,
I
yeah.
found that I could switch the notes within and they worked, so
Yeah,
I could
yep,
use
yep.
that. I was making a lot of mistakes with you because I wasn't,
Could I continue?
yeah,
Yeah. And so there are multiple formulas inside of those places. And there are multiple places you can start. I think is good. If you see the chord, it's reducing. You're not looking at a whole scale.
right,
Already, those notes are going to fit because they're in the
right,
chord that you're playing. And what we're doing is taking a lesser version of the chords, which means that there are more notes in the chords than we're using. So, like the D minor six has got that B natural in it. The G minor six has the E natural. We'll get there. This is just a starting place, but we want to just shift between them. Now, the thing that's going to shift is we're like, it's almost more like it's like a boat race, and you're like in this little boat, and then you jump into this boat and this boat, and that's how we can think of it right now. Um, but finding a different place to start in that chord every time,
you mean
and
on a different note or like rest
yeah,
first and yeah.
different string, different note, and I just look at it as a different string to start with, and be like, you can almost play it backwards,
Now
or
what is that,
I'm just
A
playing an
seven?
A chord and I'm
Oh, an
playing it,
A.
you know,
Yeah, I actually was fooling around doing finger picking
yeah,
also because it was breaking up all the chords, and depending upon how I finger picked it,
yeah,
it sounded totally different.
yeah. And so the river that these I'm trying to find a good metaphor here. I'm not sure if I'm succeeding, but for these, it's like the Venetian Canal. The movement of the water is rhythm, and so we want to create a rhythm. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3. That's a bland rhythm. And it was great you were doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and
And then what made it hard too was you had told me to try to use the pick. Well, I'm not really good and
hey, don't
proficient
worry.
on the pick, so I couldn't do like those
Okay.
fast. I couldn't do the, yeah.
Um, so let's find a rhythm. And we could, let me see here. Um, Now, this crazy thing, and I love this first rhythm. Oh no, that's the tune. Where is it? Um, da 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 da.
You have to find the dark eyes with the solo and bass, and you have to take out
I
Django and the melody.
Yeah, I'm just
That's what I'm do. That's what I did.
yeah. Um, I've got everything sized wrong. Oh boy, I'll put it on this screen. Okay, it fits better here.
But I think that I was like sort of ripping off that feel from like doing the Hora Mare and stuff, like what was
I
already familiar.
I almost went there because let's talk about that. So Oramare is in a different key as I recall, but it's the same chords.
Oh,
It's
is it? I
it's
didn't
I
even
think
know.
so. I think so. So we can use, oh, where did I look? Okay.
I have her,
Yeah,
I
let
have,
me look at this just really quick. So, my mind went there as well, which
but
is
I think that's me just mimicking that like dance type of music, that
right.
energy, that
Yeah, and
rhythm
that's
type stuff.
that's that's what music is, and that's what improvisation is mimicking. So, as I look at this, I think this is. Let me see. A minor, E. Yeah,
But I've been practicing that too.
yeah. It's
So, I've been doing that and the Somewhere Over the Rainbow too,
It's in
so,
yeah, it's just in a different key. Let's stick to what we're talking about, but
all
we can
right.
get to those. But dun 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 dun. Let's just pick a simple. Could you hum a melody from that you could play?
Hum a melody from what?
Horamare.
I can, I can play it, but can I hum? You mean hum a solo?
A melody, a rhythm, just the rhythm. Just could you go, bop 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 bop.
Oh, I don't think, I wouldn't even know what to do.
Well, that's why I'm teaching you, because if you don't know a rhythm, we got to start with rhythm. 1 and 3 4 1 2 3. Could you just play that on an A? Just one note. Yeah. So 1 and 3 4 1 2 3.
Oh,
One note. 1 and 3 4 1 2 3.
Oh, I can't, I can only hear it when I'm doing
One
the
and
melody.
three four 1 2 3.
Oh, God. I don't think I can do that, Kevin. I can play it, but I don't think I can.
Let's just play that.
Wait.
Right, now just play one note. That's enough. Two measures. Nice.
Yeah,
So
but it's only because I'm like a monkey. I'm copying
it's
what you
okay.
just
It's
did. All
okay.
right. Okay.
Um, so now, if we took that into dark eyes, let's see. And so now I've got a one string solo. So I'm gonna play the chords, but only and play that rhythm on that one string. Does that make
You
sense?
could, yeah, but you could do it on all the strings too, right?
We're just starting in one place, and yeah, and so I want you to try that.
Um, which string?
First string goes back to A there.
Oh,
Let's make sure we know the chords. Yeah.
wait. Now to B?
Yeah.
I don't have any music in front of
You're
me.
doing great. G minor,
Oh, okay.
D minor, A7 or A, D. Yeah. Nice. So let's play the chord on beat one. A,
Back to A. It was now.
B flat, G minor, yeah,
A.
D minor,
E minor.
5, the A.
I don't have any music in front of me, so I don't know what chords
It's
to
all
go.
right. You don't need it. Um, um, so the chords are the same every time. A, D minor, A, B flat, G minor, D minor, A minor, D minor, and it starts over. Yeah, yeah. And so let me just play this for you, and then we can alter a little bit. So first chord we'll go A, second chord D minor, A. Here comes B flat, G minor, D minor, A, and D, but a different rhythm. Stop on beat one. Bum, ba dum, bum, bum. Now I could keep that rhythm and add other notes from the scale.
Was that the first scale? Was that that first scale that you on the?
I'll get there. So
Oh,
the first, so we'll get there in a minute. Yeah, that's like a lot, about 100 steps beyond where we're at right now. But this idea now that there, I think you could take this one rhythm and take like a 2 bar rhythm is great because it's 1, 2, 3. So we're taking the Oramare thing and converting that into, does that as 1, 2, 3, oh, it's in 2, 2. Okay, I got it. Yeah. Da, 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 okay. Now I might be able to hear something else. Uh, sorry. Um, and it just starts to carry me somewhere, but the rhythm is the locomotion. And so I could, is this making sense?
well, I heard the rhythm throughout that whole thing.
Yeah,
What
that's it.
what you were doing with your fingers and what notes you were displaying, that's where I don't know what the hell, you know.
Yeah, I'm just going notes that try something out. And if it doesn't work, don't do it the
No,
next
but
time.
your fingers are going someplace, and whether it's
Mhm.
because you know the scale, I don't know what it is, but you know, I I freak out, you know.
Okay. Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. So the thing I want you to do is then, so that first string is a great one to choose. And we really feel how it changes with the chord. So each one of these chords kind of has some notes that'll sound good,
Right. So
but we want to just,
I know I have four notes that are going to sound okay, and then
yeah,
it's a matter of filling in,
yeah. And so the next step could be something like
but
this, like,
don't change the rhythm, right? Keep the
right,
rhythm the
let's
whole
stick with the
time.
rhythm for a while until we get so sick of it that we want a new one. But yeah, exactly. I'm just playing the second string this time.
What is that? You're frozen.
Now I'm on the third string.
Oh, you're on the third string. Okay, that's been changed.
That's only two notes. So it's either there's a C sharp in the A
Okay, can
chord,
I ask you a question? Okay,
D.
while you're doing this, okay, I hear what you're doing. And then in my head, I hear you go da 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 da, and I want to go, let's say I in my head, I hear another note in there. Da 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 da. You know, instead of da da, it's da da. In other words, but then, okay, let me just tell you, then I don't know where to put my fingers because I don't know where da is on the strings.
We'll get there. We'll find it. And your fingers are
So,
gonna figure it out. You'll,
so
you'll
what I'm
get it.
saying is, when you do it, is your mind directing your fingers, or are your fingers
Say
just?
that again. Is my mind what?
Is your mind like you're hearing the melody and that directs your fingers? Because
Sometimes.
that's what I'm saying. I will hear you, and while I
Yeah.
hear you, I want to stick in another thing.
Right. And so I wanna simplify this for you, and so you
Okay,
have a
I'm just telling you
repeatable.
what my issues are.
Yeah,
So
that's beyond what we're doing right now. So, um, you can turn this into an exercise. The exercise here is to choose one string. And then we're going to mix them up. And of course, that's very monotone, but I want you to get your fingers moving. And then we can do things like, oh no, this starts with this chord. And we're just changing.
yeah, you're frozen. You're changing chords and
Just yeah,
strings.
changing chords and changing strings.
Okay.
And just keeping it that way. Then we want to look at just some of the common notes that are connecting these. And so when I see these notes of A, C sharp, E, and A, right? Those are in A chord, right? Just playing the A chord. A, C sharp, E, A. Does that make sense?
Well, I don't know that, but I trust
We want to
you.
get you knowing that, yeah. And then it's going to D or A, D, F, A. So I could take a note from that next chord and add it to the A chord. So the F and the D.
Add it to the end, at the end of playing the A chord, or no, the whole.
Anywhere, but yeah. So the D and the F are going to be coming up. I could put them in here. So instead of just going, I could go. And now it's like.
What did you do?
I added the F, a half step, E to F, and I added the D.
you know, I can't tell what you're doing because you're frozen.
Just make an A chord,
Yeah.
and then
Now you unfroze.
just add an F to that chord, like E F, something like that.
F on what string?
Which one would make sense?
Well, oh, you're moving using your index finger. You're moving your.
Yeah. Yeah. Or getting a little line, and so that I can add a little of the flavor of the D minor over the A chord. Does that make sense? In that way, that's where your fingers would go. The only difference between those two chords is C sharp becomes D and E becomes F. Does that make sense? If you go between
No,
just
Kevin,
play.
because I don't know
Look at
where
your hand. Just stop. Look at your hand. Play an A chord, then play a D minor chord. What's the difference? Is it a C sharp goes to D and E goes to F?
F. C sharp goes to F.
C sharp goes
No,
to D in the A chord.
I thought went to.
So what the difference between an A? So this A chord, if you go to a D minor and A, and you're just going back and forth between those two chords, you're going from C sharp to D, and you're going from E to F. The A stays the same on both sides, on the first and fourth string.
I know I can go back and forth, but I can't process that other.
Well, I want you to try. So I want you to look at it. Keep your second finger on that A note on the fourth string the whole time. Don't lift it between the two chords. There you go. There's the D minor. You see how C sharp is going to D.
Oh, C sharp.
C sharp's your first finger on the A chord.
Right.
When you switch, on A it's on C sharp, on D it's on D. You see that?
Well, no, I mean, I see it, but that's not the way my brain processes it.
Well, I'm trying to help you. I know, and that's the problem, is that we're having trouble learning how to do this. I'm trying to show you. It's very simple. Do you see that C sharp goes to D? That's the difference on that string between those two chords.
Okay, you just answered. Now you made it clear on that string. Okay, that's why I wasn't getting it. Okay.
Okay. And then on the next string, do you see how E goes to F?
On the next string, what?
E goes to F.
Right. Wait. E on the next string.
The E string, second string.
On the second, E goes to F. That's two different strings.
Yeah.
From the third string to the second string.
But in that chord,
the other was staying on the. All right. Is there a reason for me to know this? I mean,
I'm trying to get there. Yeah, I'm trying to get there.
I know where my fingers go.
So the reason to get there, what I'm saying is that you could add a D and an F to the A chord. and that's a different melody. You can do it in any order.
You play those with adding those in. Just play
Okay,
something.
so I've got the A chord, and I'm gonna add the two notes, the F and the D, and I'll do them. I'll go F, E, D, C sharp. So I'm just arpeggiating that chord, then adding F, E, D, C sharp, and then I could do a similar thing on the next one, or I could do the same thing. So if I do the same thing, uh, we just play around. It gives us some ideas, but it gives us notes that could lead somewhere. And you were saying that you were having a hard time finding those, where to put your fingers. And so there's two half steps right there. We don't have to get far away, and we could just play around.
And you're okay, you're telling me that if I put on the chords from Django, this will work with those chords, okay? Because we're playing the same chords.
Right. Yeah.
So what you're doing will work. Does that mean that, like, when you switch, all right, here we switched from an A to a D minor. Would it also work if you went from the D minor to the B flat sixth, or
not possibly? Let's find out. So here it is in guitar.
You're frozen, so you just have to tell me what you're doing.
That one doesn't work so well. Let me try it again. So there's a natural kind of scale that can come up out of those chords, but we just want a rhythm, and I'll stick to the script a little bit more and see how we have to use that line there. I've got a weird version of this, but I think we'll get the idea. 2, 3, 4. This chords seem different. Maybe I don't know them. This is a different life of me the right version of this. So I'll just use Sound Slice because it's got the right one.
You want me to put it on for you? I have
Nope.
it.
No, I got it. Um, all right. And then we'll add a count in. Um, okay. Do you know about what? Well, I'll slow it down. I'll slow it down a little bit. So, let's hit 140. I'll take it to one.
No, you put it, you were doing it, you moved it, started at 90 and went to 115.
Okay. Here's
That's
one.
what you, that's what you
Okay.
did on the last lesson.
Oh. D. I'm just arpeggiating the chord. And I can show you. So now I've found a theme. I'll show. So this little theme, so there's some magic, accidental magic happened, and it was that little line, which is just the chord A, C sharp, E, F, E, D, C sharp. Then I did A, D, E, F, and it just came back through the chord. So I'm going like D minor chord, lifted for the E, F, E, D, A. And then I thought I'll take a risk. I'm going to do the same things on the same strings on the B flat. I like that sound. I think it's all right. And then I'll do the same thing on the same strings with the G minor. And then come back to the D minor. A, D minor. So there's a little line there using the same rhythm and the same idea. I never play the first string. It's all on strings. So there's a cool thing here that's happening. It's a different way of looking at it is I'm playing the A chord and it's fourth string, third string, second string, second, third.
Say it again. It's
Fourth, third, second, third. And then the next one is fourth, third, second, third. Or no, sorry. Fourth, third, second, third, fourth. moving one finger to do that. I'm just holding the D minor, lifting it for the E. It's a nice answer to this.
Right.
Back to the first line, and now the B flat. Fourth string, third string, second open. So fourth, third, second, 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 third, fourth. The exact same string order as the D minor I did. And then
I
back.
realize you're breaking this down into these teeny pieces for me, but my question is, where is the improvising, or when you start to play with all this stuff, aren't you just really writing music? You're not really just diving in and improvising?
Writing music is writing notes on a staff. That's not what we're doing. We're just moving our fingers in ways that sound good. That's all I want you to think about, in very simple shapes and ways.
Right, but in order for me to do any of this stuff when I've done it, is I hear it, I play it, I like it, I write it, because I won't be able to do anything remotely close to it again. So then it's not really
I don't know about that.
improvising.
I want to teach your fingers to do this first. I think you want to teach your mind to do it. I think your fingers, it's a
But
lot
you
simpler.
do hear it though. You hear it, and that goes to your fingers, no?
My fingers do it, then I hear it, and then I organize it, and then I share it with you, which is what I'm doing right now. Let's see if we can play that line. Ba, 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 ba. So we're playing those string 4, 3, 2.
I've got the high G there, so
That's all right.
probably.
Just play it. Yeah. So then one finger movement. We add the F.
Wait, did you say you were not doing the first string?
First string isn't in any of these.
So we're going 4, 3, 2.
And then play the F. E, D, C sharp. Then D, C sharp. Yeah.
Oy. Oh. I can't.
Then lift that finger, play the E, and then add the D on the third string. And end on C sharp.
It's really hard.
You'll get it. And once you get it, you're gonna remember it.
Because it sounds weird and it feels weird.
Just take your time. Give yourself more time.
Yeah.
sharp. Yeah. Yeah, and so we're going to stop there, but I'm going to write these out for you on one sheet. I'm going to save it at 100% and make sure it's printable. Um, and I'm going to write out these 4 lines that you could play over each chord. Does that sound good?
Yes, and that I can use the Django soloing and bass. I can play it over that. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not, I'm going to give them to you over just each chord. So it's just 4 chords. So here's a line for the A chord. Here's a line for the D minor, a line for the B flat, a line for the G. And so that you have to put them in yourself.
Okay. And I think what they're, it's like, isn't it like, is it 2 measures of each? I mean, it's 2 measures of each.
The phrase, the rhythm is going to be a 2 measure phrase. Ba, 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 3. So 1 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 3, 4, whatever tempo.
2 measure,
Yeah.
Four
And
beats,
then
4
I'm
measures.
going to change the rhythm for the last one. 1 and 3, 4, 1. I think will work better. So it's going like that because there's a stop in the rhythm, and we want to go with that for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna, you'll give me the stuff and I'll follow that. But
Yeah.
then from there, okay, if I can get that down, from there, I should what? Stay with the rhythm and try to do something else with it.
Yeah. See what? Yeah.
So
And so
wait, so
we've
I
got.
stay with the rhythm and I try to change the notes or
Yeah.
whatever, but stay with
Yeah.
that rhythm.
But
Okay.
we've got these, we've added 2 notes, but we're just using notes that are in all of those chords, right? So we're using A, B flat, C sharp, D, E, and F. And those are all in the chords we're playing. And we just made one little line, and it's like, oh boy, this one worked. And it just, something popped, and I go, oh, that's a good one. Let's keep it. So I'll write these out right now, and then I'll see you next week.
Okay, and you'll send me the video and that
I
page.
will.
Okay, thank you so much, Kevin.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry that it's hard for me. It really is.
I understand, and we'll. How do I stop there? Where is it? There it is.